Hello and welcome to another Cedar Creek Motorsports 2-minute overview. This time we're going to be trying to get through the 2025 Honda Foreman Rubicon Automatic DCT with power steering. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock, see if we can do it. Honda Foreman Rubicon comes with the 518cc single-cylinder 4-stroke engine, not to be confused with the new Honda Rubicon that has a 700cc engine. The Foreman Rubicons have the 518cc, making roughly around 30 horsepower to them. And I did bring two Foreman Rubicons out here. There is small differences between these two. This first one is the Automatic DCT Deluxe Edition. And then on the right here, we have the standard foot shift power steering, which this Deluxe does still get power steering to it. The really cool feature with this being the Automatic DCT is this is going to get rid of your foot shifter that's normally down here. And then up on the handlebar control, you actually get these up and down arrow. That's going to control shifting up, shifting down. And then over here, what's really cool since it's DCT is you have a full automatic mode. So if you don't want to hit those buttons to shift it, you can throw it in automatic and it's gonna do its job. It's gonna upshift, downshift when it needs to. This being a DCT, it does also make engaging reverse a whole lot easier. There's that little red trigger that's a lot easier to grab than the parking brake lever. On the DCT Foreman Rubicons, you do also get a sub transmission. So that's gonna give you an extra low gear, and then you have your, they consider it a drive. Other times you might call it a high gear, but you do get your low and high. So if you're loading this thing up to max payload, you're towing a bunch of stuff with it, you can throw it in low gear and it's gonna take care of the work a lot easier. You're not gonna stress that engine out as much. It's not gonna have to work as hard. With the Deluxe package, you also get these nicer 12-inch alloy rims. Compared to the non-deluxe version, you get standard steel rims. Same size, still 12-inch, but it is nice to have these somewhat nicer looking alloy rims on there. As we step onto the back here, all Rubicons are gonna have Honda's independent rear suspension system to them. That makes these a much better trail riding option versus the solid axle counterparts. What it does, it helps keep the tires in contact with the ground, giving you a little bit smoother of a ride, keeping you more in control where each wheel is moving independently of the other. It's not gonna shift the chassis over like you would on a solid axle ATV. You stay in a lot more control when you are on the super bumpy trails. Honda does also give you their ball mount right there if you want to put a ball on there, or if you have another type of trailer hookup, you can use that right there. This is rated for 1,322 pounds towing capacity. Both of these Honda Foreman Rubicons have electronic power steering, and they also have the same two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive control system. So if we get to the right-hand handlebar here, we'll notice the switch up on top. Right now we are in two-wheel drive. If we push this red button in, we are now in four-wheel drive with an open front differential. And if we flip that switch up, we are now locking the front differential out. And then flip that back, we'll now have an open front differential if you want to go back to two-wheel drive. If that red button is out and preventing you from switching this over, you are in two-wheel drive. And on the left-hand side of these machines, Honda has put a nice little glove box. Gives you a little bit of storage if you want to throw your wallet in there while you're riding out on the trail so it's not in your pocket. You can throw a few other things in there. Honda does also have what they call their Proc Connect system, very similar to Can-Am's Link Q and Polaris's Lock and Ride system. It's their form of accessory attachment. Honda does have a ton of options. If you're curious to know more, give us a call at 262-377-5700. Or feel free to stop on in at Cedar Creek Motorsports in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Thanks for watching. Let's get riding.